welcome to the video. Bruce T here. Today we're going to be installing the ALTRIDER headlight guard on my 2019 BMW GS 1250 Adventure. If you've ever priced out what a headlight assembly costs for one of these bikes, it's over $800. So for $160 I bought the ALTRIDER headlight guard, which is going to protect the front of the headlight here. It's going to protect it from stones or rocks or any type of sand or debris that might be kicked up from vehicles in front of you on the highway or out in the country and off-road. It's really easy to install, and today I'm going to show you how to do it. ALTRIDER has different versions of these. They have them in black and silver, and they also have them in mesh and clear. I bought the clear one with the black surroundings because I like the black look of the bike. But it's a great addition to the bike, and it's really not that much money, and it's easy to install. So today I'm going to show you how to put it on and how to protect your bike. Okay, in the bag you'll see that it comes with instructions. It comes with the right and left brackets to mount it onto your headlight. This is the headlight protector itself. It's wrapped in plastic to protect it. And it comes with the hardware necessary to mount it up. Alright, so today I'm going to show you how all that goes on the bike and show you how it's going to protect your bike. So let's get started. Okay, the first step on the instructions is to check your ball studs on the mounts and make sure that they're tight. If they're not tight, you want to apply a little bit of thread lock to seal them up and to make sure they're on there good. Alright, but mine are tight from the factory, so I don't need to tighten them up anymore or add any additional thread lock. So I'll go on to step 2. Okay, so I've unwrapped my headlight brackets, and step 2 is to install the rubber grommets on these big holes on the front. So I'm going to do that now with the provided hardware that comes in this little baggie. Okay, when you unbag this, there's a lot of loose parts together, so you want to make sure that you keep them all together and you don't lose anything. Okay, I got the 2 gaskets here and one of the brackets, so my next step is going to be to install the rubber gaskets on this. Okay, for this step you'll notice that one side of the rubber is flat and the other side of the rubber has 3 little dots. You're going to want those dots facing the back of the bike, so you want to install it so the flat part is on the front. Alright, so all you do is just start it on one side and then force it in there. And then just kind of work it in with your finger and your thumb and just kind of push it in. You can use a little bit of water as lubrication if you need to, but I don't think that you do. Okay, so I got the rubber grommets installed, and it should look something like this when you're done. Now I'm going to do the other one. Okay, again with the second one I'm going to make sure I see the dots and the flat side, and make sure the flat side is towards the front of the bike so you don't see the dots. Alright, so that was easy. I got the second one done. Now let's see what step 3 is. Okay, after making sure your windscreen's in the highest position, you want to remove these 2 screws right here. And you want to be careful not to lose the clear plastic washers that are on the inside of these. Alright, I got my T25, and I'm just going to loosen these 2 screws and get it ready for the installation of the bracket for the headlight guard. Alright, once you break them loose with the long end, I'm going to flip it around and just use it like a screwdriver and unscrew it like that. The instructions told me not to lose the clear washers that were on the screws, but I don't see any clear washer on my screws, so apparently that's a step that BMW either doesn't do anymore or this bike doesn't have. And it's the same for this side. I don't see any clear washer that is on the bike right now. Okay, the next step is to drop these hat washers into the hexagonic holes that are underneath the plastic. It's a little bit tricky to get up in this area, but it should go smoothly. So for orientation, you want to put the narrow end down towards the bottom and put the fat end towards the top. Okay, the easiest way to find this is to stick your finger up from the bottom so you can see exactly where you need to put this washer. And then you can push the plastic aside with your fingers and just slide it in and drop it down. It's a little bit tricky, but you should be able to do it. Alright, I missed the hole, so I need to find a little tool to pull it right back towards the hole. So I'm going to see what I have in my toolkit. Alright, after my 3rd attempt, it slid right into the hole where it should be. Now I'm going to do the other side. Alright, so I'm going to pull up on the plastic a little bit. And I'm just going to drop it. Alright, this one went a lot smoother. I got into the hole and it was just a little crooked, and I was able to flatten it out and get it in. So now we move on to the next step. Alright, my next step is to install the bracket and then lightly fasten the top screw. To do that, you want to pull on the plastic a little bit so you can squeeze it in there. So you just want to pull it out a little bit and put it into the position where it belongs. Okay, if you pull up on the plastic a little bit, you get it to fall into place. And then you see this lines up perfectly with the top hole. So I'm just going to lightly start screwing this in, like so. Okay, I got a few turns on it, but I didn't screw it in all the way. Now I'm going to move on to this side and do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this side. Just loosely tighten it, and just enough to get a few turns on it. Okay, I got that mounted loosely. I'm going to move on to the next step. Alright, in the kit you get some thread locker that's included. You want to put a little bit of thread locker on the bolts that come up from the bottom, which are included in the kit, and then just get it started, and then you can tighten the top and then the bottom and get it all in place.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, this is tricky to get in there. It's hard to find the hole on the bracket when you're trying to line it up and you can't see what you're doing. So I'm just gonna keep at it and keep trying. Eventually I'll get it. Okay guys, I got everything tightened up and my brackets are on. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass to do this. It's hard to get those bottom bolts started, but I really do like the ALTRIDER headlight guard, and the way it comes out is it's really nice compared to some of the others. So I'm happy with the installation. I'm just going to put this on and I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay, when you're pushing these in, you want to kind of hold your finger from the back and see if you can just put it in slowly. The bottom ones you can't get your finger down there, but you just want to kind of, yeah. See, on the bottom one I pushed it out, so I gotta redo this. I'm gonna pull it back off and I'm gonna try it again because the rubber pushed through the holder. And be careful not to drop it. I don't want to scratch my new lens. Alright, I got that bottom washer back in, and I'm going to try to push it back through. It will break in over time and be easier to put in and out, but the first time it's a little bit hard to do. It did say you can put a little bit of water on it to make it a little easier. Alright, so I'm going to try to put this back on without pushing the gaskets through, so we'll see how it goes. And for the top ones, you can put your finger behind it to hold it, to make it easier to squeeze through. Alright, my headlight guard's installed. I'm really happy how it came out. It really does look nice on the bike. It's a nice addition to put onto your bike. I like the black frame as opposed to the silver. It really matches the black that I already have on the bike. So it looks very good, and it'll protect my headlight. So if you like my videos, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next video.